Hi, Next Change. Vivian here. I'm going to talk a little bit about confidence. Are you confident? And does it show? In life, we really need to hone in on our confidence skills, and that's something that we should always be reflecting on and working on. And as life goes on in our experiences, we learn how to gain confidence. But what I want to talk about today is 6 things that confident people don't do. So let's get right into it. Number one, the first thing that confident people, the thing that they don't do is brag. Yeah, brag. Confident people don't brag because they don't feel the need to brag. They're pretty confident in themselves and they're sure of their own abilities and they kind of have themselves pinned as to where they are, and they know where they came from and they know where they're going. So they don't brag. You don't hear confident people bragging about, their salary, how much they make, the cost of things, how much they pay for things. Um, they don't name drop, you know, about items, what they bought, name brand things, and or even the people they know. Confident people, they can know a plethora of well-known people or very wealthy people or people that have achieved a lot, and they may not even say it. They only say things, right, on a need to know basis, because they're not trying to impress you. They're not trying to impress anyone. And so when you see a person bragging, there's insecurity somewhere. That's a lack of confidence. And people who are confident can pick these things up in people that aren't. Let's get into it. Number two. The second thing that people who are confident, the second thing they don't do is put other people down. They don't put other people down to make themselves look good. They don't need to do that. Confident people are usually people that when they do engage with other people, it's to lift them up, it's to build them up, it's to support them, and to help them. Basically, if they feel like there's something of knowledge that they can do to help, they will usually share ideas and share those things because they're confident people. They're not worried about someone knowing what they know or getting what they get, because they're confident in themselves and they know that the things that are for them are for them. So they don't put other people down to make themselves look good. They're confident people aren't backstabbing. They don't undermine other people when they're not around. They don't reveal secrets that they've been told. They don't give backwards compliments. That's really nice today, or for this looks really good for a woman or for a man, or backwards compliments. And they don't insult others. And there are a lot of people out in the world today that's full of those things. They're full of backbiting and backstabbing and undermining and revealing secrets and backwards compliments and all those types of things. But confident people, they don't do that. Number three, confident people do not change themselves to fit in. They're secure in who they are. They're proud of who they are. They're secure in who they are. And again, they're not trying to impress anyone. So they don't change themselves to fit in. They don't do things to follow the crowd so that they can be accepted, because they really don't need acceptance from other people. Confident people have basically accepted themselves. So there's no need to try to garner acceptance and praise and accolades from other people. So, they don't change the way they dress to fit in with other people. They don't get into a group of people and, change their voice or try to be somebody that they're not, or change their beliefs, or, their ideas, and just straddle the fence so that they can fit in. They're firm in their convictions, And it doesn't mean that they don't grow and they don't change and they don't alter their beliefs and their convictions, without a reason, but that's their own personal thing that they do and part of their own personal growth. So when they do, engage in those types of restructuring their ideas or their beliefs, it's because it's something that they see fit to do so for themselves, but not for other people. The fourth thing that confident people do not do is they do not erase their boundaries. They have what their boundaries are, and their boundaries are set, and they're confident in those boundaries. That's why they set them. Confident people, they know what works for them and they don't waver. And they don't need to erase their boundaries for any reason. So they don't erase their boundaries with other people for love so that they can be in a relationship where the people will love them, or for money, or for things, or for friends. They don't need people. They don't need people to respect them because they respect themselves. But they do allow other people to come into their life, but they do not erase their boundaries. And that's the sign of a confident person. People who erase their boundaries, they're not confident. Again, they're not secure, and they really have weak ego strength. So they don't feel secure in themselves. They feel like if they don't allow people to do things to them that they don't want to be done to them, that the people will go away or they won't like them. And so part of the also is people pleasing, and confident people are not people pleasers. The fifth thing that confident people don't do is they don't let chance and other people dictate their lives. So we go through this life and we have circumstances and we live with other people. So confident people set goals and achieve them. That's what confident people do. They look at what they want, they look at their dreams, they look at their desires, they set goals and they say this is what I want to achieve, and they go forward in them. People who are not confident don't really have firm goals. They really don't know what they want to do. They're not confident in their life. You can ask them, what are your plans? What are you doing? They really don't have plans. They just kind of go along with whatever is happening on their job. They do what their employers kind of say that they should do. Their coworkers, they go along with the coworkers. Outside of work, they just go along in life with whatever everybody's doing, and just everything just happens according to their environment and their circumstance. So they're not active agents of change in their life. So confident people don't leave things to just chance, which is not to be confused with faith and opportunity, right? Okay. Number six, the sixth thing that confident people don't do is they don't waste words. They just don't. Confident people are comfortable in themselves. They're comfortable in their skin. So when they meet people, you know, they don't have to just talk, because they feel uncomfortable. They feel like they need to represent themselves in a certain way to unfamiliar people. Or they just talk. Sometimes people talk and they become the center of attention because of fear and because they do lack a secure self and they do lack confidence and they are hiding something. People that talk all the time and they're usually hiding something, and sometimes it might not be as bad as they think, but they do think it. And a lot of times people who just ramble on just endlessly, it's because they do lack confidence, and really most times they're just trying to impress you. They're trying to impress you with things that don't really matter, things that aren't important. And a lot of people who aren't confident, they don't have meaningful speech. When you talk to them and you're done, you didn't get anything. It wasn't inspiring. It wasn't stimulating, and really, they're just speaking to compensate for what they believe that they lack. So confident people don't waste words. They speak when it's purposeful. They speak when it's meaningful. They can stay in a whole room and never speak one word because they're just that confident. They don't care what other people think about them not joining in into everything that's going on. A lot of times people are just talking and just wasting words because they don't want to be seen as maybe a wallflower, or they're just, or antisocial. But confident people are social people, and they do know how to engage and communicate with others, but they don't waste words. And when they do speak, it's appropriate for the situation. So they're confident in themselves. And when they feel like they know something, that's when they speak up. When they feel like it's relevant, that's when they speak up. So those are 6 things that confident people don't do. So think about that, reflect on yourself, and try to pinpoint where you are on the confidence scale. And if you feel like you need to shore up some things, then go ahead, shore up those things, and gain confidence. This is Vivian from Next to Change. You be the next to change. Thanks for watching.